But speaking of which, have you seen the greatness that Nintendo has been with I guess they've released their like selling totals for like the Switch and like their games and stuff like that. It's actually like unreal. Like it is outsold like the Xbox and PS5 and PS4. Like it's actually quite insane.
Well, of course it's outselling the PS5. Three is worse number than like 1 million. Even if they sold like 4 units, they'd be better than the PS5. But yeah,
it passed the PS3.
Yes.
Yeah, it sold, what's it, at 89 million units. That's insane.
I don't know why every single time I look at the Nintendo Switch numbers, I feel like I'm somehow disappointed, even though they're massive numbers. Like it's like what, the third or fourth? It goes PS2, Wii, and then I think the DS family, and then maybe the Switch. I'm not exactly sure in the ordering. People are saying it's gonna hit 100 million units by the end of the year. I can definitely see that, especially with the holiday season coming up. Because
absolutely. There's no.
There
was a Switch shortage. Wait till they come back and people are able to get them.
Yeah, this quarter, it wasn't like there was any like massive holidays that like, hey, happy July 4th, got you a Switch. It's like, I don't think that's how it works. But
it's actually quite insane how many units of some of these games they sold. Like
that's what I was more surprised about.
37 million units from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which arguably is one of the best racing games ever made. 33.89 million Animal Crossing New Horizon.
Do you even have Mario Kart?
I don't know.
Yeah, and you don't have Animal Crossing New Horizons, and you don't have the one in third, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is
24.7.
Do you have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? Number 4?
I don't know.
You don't have the 4th most? Do you have the 5th most Pokemon Sword or Shield?
I do not.
Wow! You are Mr. Contrarian.
But like the 6th one, Super Mario Odyssey, I do own that. 21 million. Like when you look at it, it's like this is a lot of games sold. Like to get 21 million of a game sold is like insane to me.
Yeah, but I mean, like I remember I was like listing off like some people have like completely different perceptions on like what a successful game is, and because like I remember like I was talking with someone when the Wii U was failing, and there's like, oh yeah, do you see Mario Maker sold 5 million copies already? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like they thought that was like a bad failing number. I feel like when you compare these to huge. A lot of these like Call of Duty type games, those games sell a shit ton of copies. And
they'll sell like hundreds of millions.
Yeah. And just like it's cross-platform and I don't know. I feel like some people might not think this is as big of a deal as it is. Like 1 in 2 people basically have Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. Maybe 1 in a little bit less than 1 in 3. But I mean, or I guess like technically there's people who own multiple copies of the game.
The biggest surprising thing for me on this is, for one, Splatoon 2. I guess people love Splatoon, and made the top 10 was Ring Fit Adventure with 11.26 million pieces. If I had a regular Switch, I would straight up play that game.
Yeah,
I played it at my friend's house. It's pretty fucking fun. It is actually really fun. Oh, dude, I was like getting fucking beat. I was getting beat the fuck up at my friend's house.
Legitimately, I think it would be like I'm not saying that my co-host is fat, but I'm saying if you were trying to lose weight, you would probably have
fat as fuck.
I saw this man and I forgot how just like large in stature he was. I'm like, oh, he's my height. He's like, he looks like me.
I'm like towering over you.
Yeah. The thing is, like, we're on this like tiny screen, and I'm like, oh, I take up just as much of the screen, if not more than.
And
Dana.
I'm just like,
yeah, he's like 1/3 of the corner. We got a comment on YouTube calling us out for bad posture, and I was like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Thank you for the posture advice.
That's why I'm like constantly like.
Yeah, he's like.
You should see me when I'm playing games.
Dana the Hedgehog. He's in a ball. Dude, sick. He who has no life cosplay. I love just like referencing that one WoW episode of South Park.
I hate it.
You hate it so much. I mean, the only other games we didn't talk about on this list. I do want to preface that if you ever get like if you're gonna be like one of those people that gets the weird upgrade for Nintendo Switch, which you're not because it's already sold out and no one's gonna be able to get it, and you already are satisfied with your Switch. Blah 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 blah. If you ever are able to play Ring Fit, I think you would have a really fun time, and you would probably be a better person for it.
I've played it. Like it literally makes you want to like strive farther and farther, and it's actually like it's super super fun. I think I plan at some point to get a like upgraded Switch. If they come out with like a Switch 2 or something like that with like better whatever, I'll definitely buy it.
Yeah, I think you probably have at least another year in your Switch Lite before you even consider it. But just to talk about the other 2 games, well, I guess 2.5 games. Say Splatoon for me.
Splatoon.
You said it right there. Why do you keep saying Splatoon?
Splatoon. I don't know, Splatoon.
I'm just making you feel bad about your mispronunciation. I'm sorry.
Listen, I had extensive speech therapy as a child. Like, I couldn't go or sh or like, I had to like spend years learning to do that shit.
Well, now I feel like, can you roll your R's actually?
No.
Okay, shit. I was gonna say you could do that, and I can't, and I was gonna make you feel better about it, but instead
Like, I can go,
I just
like, I
continue to
couldn't
make you feel
I
like
literally
a terrible
couldn't
person.
make like the sound like at all.
Well, can you? I am trying to think of things I can't do. I'm sorry. It's only rolling R's. We have to talk about the last.
Can you do this? Can you make a fart noise with your knuckle?
I think I did.
I didn't hear it.
Wow, that was
No.
powerful.
That was a real fart.
Yeah, that I'll just dub in like wet ass fart sound, wet fart sounds.
I hope. Yeah, do that.
Just I gotta
Look at Doodles just fucking just like pass the fuck out.
That's pretty dope. I'm gonna. So many shitting yourself sounds are gonna be added in this section.
I hope so.
Oh no, Dana, what happened?
Speaking of shitting yourself,
no, we have to talk.
I got to show you my snack.
We have to talk about the last two games in the top 10. We never talked about Super Mario Party or Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. I don't care about Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. Sure, it's a Pokemon game. It's a license to sell copies. I'm not
surprised by any of these.
No, I'm not surprised that like Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Sword and Shield are both in the top 10. I don't. Is that combined sales? I'm assuming so. It's not like
I'm assuming it's combined.
But
because you either get one or the other.
I'm surprised at the discrepancy. I thought they'd be a little bit closer. I will say the one thing I'm surprised about is not that Super Mario Party sold well. It's that that it's a shell of a game. They could have done so much more. I understand now that they're making a new Super Mario Party or Mario Party in general, where they're
casuals, man. Like Switch is like the best casual system ever made, and like every little kid has one. You got to think like we're older and we only experience it from an older perspective, and we engage in circles that only older people play. Like there's a whole universe of little kids who play the shit out of this stuff.
No,
that don't engage with online at all.
No, it's. I enjoy Super Mario Party. I think it's a good game. I think that what I'm saying is that considering its popularity, I'm surprised the game was dead on arrival. They didn't do anything with the game.
No, they didn't need to though, because little kids love it.
They didn't need to, but just like the fact that this is so popular, like I'm just surprised they didn't touch it. They touched like Mario Tennis.
You're more surprised from that than like Ring Fit Adventure.
I'm surprised Ring Fit Adventure sold that many copies. I'm not surprised Super Mario Party sold that many copies. I'm surprised for a game as popular as it is, it's one of the only games on this list that didn't receive some sort of massive update at some capacity.
Yeah.
Splatoon 2 got constantly updated for the first couple years of its life. Super Mario Odyssey got its Luigi Balloon mode. Sword and Shield got DLC. Breath of the Wild got DLC. Smash Bros. Ultimate got DLC.
I think the scopes of those games are significantly more than Mario Party, though. I think that's kind of why
the games cost the same.
With Nintendo's games never go cheaper.
No, but there are games that are $50 versus like $60 or like $40 or whatever. Like the fact that all of these titles, for the most part, I'm not sure. I can't tell you about Pokemon Let's Go.
Oh, I agree. I personally, they're super fun if you're like a casual Pokemon fan. But like I think Mario Party is easily the weakest game on that list as far as like good games like that I would personally enjoy.
I think it's
we need to just think about it from like a consumer like you got to think like 2/3 of these numbers are like people under the age of 10.
I guess, but no, I mean, like, it makes sense in that they want to sell you a second game, and they're going to sell a shit ton of copies of that too, but I was just disappointed. I felt like every single person that picked up that game said, this is fun, just give us another board. Just give us one more board, and then we'll be happy.
And they didn't.
Yeah, they didn't. That's all they had to do. Instead, there were like 75 Mario Tennis updates. I still haven't gotten Mario Golf. I still don't know. Like, the thing is, that game was like people were super excited for it, and like, I even knew a lot of people that were excited for it that just like passed on it. I know there was actually DLC that just released for that too. But yeah, I don't know.
But if you look at it, like new Pokemon Snap sold 2.07 million units, and Mario Golf sold like 1.34 million units. Those games like just came out like that. Those aren't numbers that like shake a stick at.
Yeah, I agree. I think that they're gonna do really well. Actually, I know I've been dissing new Pokemon Snap. Like I guess I probably have like shit talked it like 2 or 3 times afterwards. Like no one remembers this game. This was a forgettable game. I actually played it at a friend's house today. and I had a decent amount of fun. I think it's a game that if you go back to it, it doesn't really lose its allure as much as some of the other games. But I think that a forgettable forgettable game in a client like this, a forgettable game in a climate like this is just not something that has staying power, and I feel like that's the issue with Pokemon Snap.
I think it's a game we would enjoy if we were significantly younger. The problem is we just have such little time to do stuff that we're not going to spend our like precious free time playing Pokemon Snap. But if like we're a kid or something like that, like we could totally play Pokemon Snap, play this, play that. You know what I mean?
I disagree in that I genuinely think that the Pokemon Snap is something that's easier to get into. Like you do a little session, just do like one or two little levels. I
guess I was like significantly more hardcore as like a kid with games. So
oh yeah, I agree with I agree with your perspective entirely that we just have less time to play games. But I think that of the games we have actually gotten, a Pokemon Snap is one of the easier ones to get back into. But I think the issue for me is that, I mean, this is something I'm not sure if you could relate to because you're a much bigger Pokemon fan. But like, as I've grown older, I just don't give a shit about Pokemon lore. Don't give a shit about like the world of Pokemon that much. I just like the core gameplay of Pokemon.
it's more so because it's my job. Like I literally like sell Pokemon cards for a living. Like that's literally my job.
Yeah, and I think as part of that, like the Pokemon side games, or not even the Pokemon side, like I don't know, Pokemon just doesn't have as much allure as it used to because I'm not really super interested in the world, and they just announced one new bullshit thing. Like what was the Sword and Shield one? Like gigantic Pokemon or whatever.
Gigantamax, VMAX.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
Cool. They look cool.
They look cool, but like I was just like, yeah, whatever.
The cards for them look significantly cooler than the actual like game ones. I haven't played any of the new games, so I don't know. So
well, no card is going to be as cool as that Mewtwo card from like the Pokemon movie. Sorry, Mew. Mew.
The ancient Mew.
The ancient Mew.
It's a pretty cool card. It's like $30 to $40. Like if it's sealed, you can probably get closer to $75 or $80 for it.
But I tried finding all my Pokemon cards while I visited home, and I couldn't, and I got sad. They're somewhere.
Well, I'm gonna find your face and punch it.